chilling tales for dark nights.
Man, I just got this sweet little job over on the north side. It's too cool, man. I'm talking about I sit with this old lady from the evening to the early morning. You know, I don't like to party and all that, so I don't even mind. I get there and, feed her through a little feeding tube and everything. I wash her up, and it really ain't no big deal because I'm used to caring for whole floors of patients. So if I only got one, man, that's all day. I'll take that all day. But and now I'm getting paid like double with like 20 times less the responsibility. So I ain't even tripping, man. Her family, they never come into the house. They just drop off the groceries and stuff at the door and they just keep it moving. So, that's cool, whatever. The other nurses, they say the old lady was a real jerk back when she was able to fend for herself. So, now I guess her family just happy with letting her rot away peacefully. So, but, they pay, so it is what it is, man, The old lady ain't really moved too much. All she'd do is a little twitch or something, if anything. She was in some kind of mysterious coma that her doctors couldn't really figure out. And I guess her family didn't really push the issue either. So on this day, it was payday. So I ordered me some wings and some fries, and I'm just sitting back smashing, you feel me? And the old lady, she breathing extra heavy, so I just kind of sat close and just watched TV, just kept an eye on her. The doctor said her health was near perfect, except she in a coma. So, every time I took her vitals and everything came back good. But this lady can't even open her own eyes, man. It's crazy. And I had just finished eating and all when I heard the doorbell ring. It scared me because it's like almost midnight. I'm like, who could be at the door? So I stood up and I got scared all over again after some thunder boomed so loud it shook the whole house. I wanted to ignore the bell, but it rang again. So now I just grabbed my phone with 911 already pre-dialed, waiting for my thumb to hit the send button. And the house, man, even with the lights on, it's creepy, man. She got this dark colored carpet and the dark colored walls in every room. And, and the lights is all yellowed and they just be flickering sometimes because they so old. So the whole place just look dark. Then she got these paintings on the wall of the most just ugliest, most serious people you could ever see, man. And then she got these statues and art, and me and the other nurses, we just call them demonic, man. That's what they look like. I tried to ignore the house and just focus on the door, and I about died when I heard another boom of thunder, and then this person started banging on the door instead of ringing the doorbell. So I finally got to the door and, I just yelled, trying to sound tough. Who is it? Knowing I'm about to dang doo-doo on myself, man, but and then of course, nobody says anything. So I peek out the window and I see a van or something. So, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this one of the medical delivery guys. So I start to feel better. So I hollered through the door and, I'm like, why you didn't call first? And I reached for the door handle and unlocked it. But before I could take the chain off the door was rammed from the other side. So I started screaming and, and I'm like, the only thing stopping the door from opening was the chain latch. Then a hand reached through and I just slammed the door on the hand, man, and the hand continues to try to reach into the house. I slammed the door repeatedly until the person finally pulled their hand out. I locked all the locks, and I ran back to the window, and I looked out again and saw the person on the porch just calmly knocking at the door with a black raincoat on, like nothing even happened. Their head covered up by the hood, so I couldn't really see their face. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, but they just kept knocking and ringing a bell. So I started looking for my phone, man, and then I realized I dropped it during the scrap. Man, it felt so hard, the screen was cracked. Man, my heart felt like it was just cramping in my chest, man. So I started to look for the house phone. I think I remember seeing one, even though, she never really got no calls. But, so I'm just I turned to leave the door, and then I saw that bolt of lightning, and I knew knew it. I knew that was the one that was gonna kill the power. That thunder boomed again and the house slowly went dark. I made my way to the old lady. Her machines needed electricity to run. I used the lightning strikes for light to help me make it through the house. I got to the old lady's room and felt relief when I heard a loud hum and all the lights came back on. But then I heard the doorbell ring again and I got right back scared. I grabbed my phone and tried to get it to restart, and I just prayed I could get it just to call the police, man. And thank goodness the dang phone came back on and it let me die. So I called, I'm on the phone. I need help, man. I'm on 668 Blair Street. Somebody trying to get into my patient's house, man. You gotta get here fast, bro. And the lady on the phone just kept saying, hello, hello, hello. And I'm like, I know you can hear me, man. Send 12 out here. My mic on my phone must just be broke or something, man. And the banging on the door was more intense now. Homie was really trying to get in here now. Then the lights went out again. I turned my flashlight on and I made my way to the door, and I shined the light through the room and I nearly dropped the phone. The old lady was sitting up in the bed staring at me. She had the nastiest look ever on her face, man. I ain't never been so scared. Her eyes were straight black, wasn't no white parts. And the wrinkles had her face in just the most scariest look imaginable. So I'm sitting there with the door like half open, just froze. How could she sit up? She been in a coma all this time. Then she called out to me. Nurse, nurse, come to my bedside, nurse. Isn't it time for my dinner? I saw her jerk towards the edge of the bed, and I took off to the back door. I could hear her coming behind me, dragging her equipment with her. And I just ran to that back door and outside into the yard. I ran around to the front to get to my car, and I saw the figure still knocking on the door. I got in my car praying that they wouldn't notice me until it was too late. Just then I saw the front door open and the old lady came out onto the porch and pointed towards me. Man, I was crying. I was crying so hard I barely could even see, but I stomped on the gas and I never looked back. That's been 3 months ago, and I finally got myself back to work. I never reported the incident to the police or anything. I just never want to be anywhere near that house again. I tried to tell the other nurses, but they looked at me like I was on drugs. So I ain't even worried about it no more. My new job was cool. The pay wasn't like the old lady, but I'll take that pay cut any day. I sat at my computer one night at the job, and I just took a second to take it all in. My friend who helped me get the job, they walked by. She come by and she say, didn't you used to have a patient down there on Blair? This old lady just checked in from I think it was 668 Blair. I'll send you her file. She's in a coma, so she should be real easy for you to manage, right?
Chilling tales for dark nights.